Hi, Thumos Brothers. How you doing? I just finished mowing the yard. Now I'm gonna hang out, smoke this Charter Oak. This is by Foundation Cigars. This is recommended to me at the local cigar shop. He said this is a pretty good one, pretty good bang for the buck, and I like this company. I've had a few of their other cigars, very good. So let's get into it, dude. How the hell you doing? How the hell you doing? We're hanging out. I love this shit. Freaking love hanging out with you guys, talking. I'm a little, how should I say this? I'm maybe backing away from just getting in your face. I don't want to be in your face. You know what I mean? If you want me in your face, come to a freaking meetup. If you want to talk to me about some problems, reach out to me. Join the group. Come talk with me one-on-one in VC, or come to a meetup. That's the easiest way. But I want to just talk to you, bro. Like, hang out, shoot the shit, smoke a cigar, and talk about life and what's going on in the world, different things you're thinking about, what you're interested in, different predictions. What books are you taking? What supplements are you taking? I want to know that shit about you. So let's get into it, man. This is my favorite thing. This is what we do at the meetups. Freaking throw the football, just sit around, talk, smoke a cigar, fellowship with the men. Nothing like it. I'm excited. We got actually a meetup coming up Orlando next week. Next weekend I'm gonna be in Orlando. What's funny? A lot of guys think when they join the group, this is like a fanboy club for Eli. It's not. I'm just another guy. This group is about bringing the men together and seeing what happens. There's no like big agenda. There's some structure. There's some routines, but it's not weird. All right. This is not a cult. This is not about me. It's about uniting the men. And that's one of the things that we do at the meetups. So if you're interested in that, join the group. By the way, on the 1st, we start the Ice and Steel Challenge, which is one of our big 3-month challenges. We do these quarterly throughout the year. And you're able to join if you'd like. Okay, so join that. We started on the 1st of November. By the way, I wanted this, again, to be a brotherhood. That's why I give free access once you guys hit level 80 for life. I don't want you guys paying me forever. You prove yourself. You pay your membership dues. You prove yourself that you're a good guy. You are able to hang. You're helpful. You're getting better. You're not just, being a loser. And you have free access for life. Okay? So come join us. Anyway, I went to the library this week. I like going to the library. It's a beautiful place. Mornings on a Horseback. This is about the upbringing of the American president. I think he was the 26th president, Theodore Roosevelt, who lived an amazing life. And to be honest, I don't know much about his life, but he's got some badass things, supposedly, that he did. He got into boxing. Supposedly he was into jiu-jitsu, maybe like a form of judo, jiu-jitsu mix. He got shot, and I believe he kept on giving a freaking speech on stage. This guy's like the thing of legends. So I was like, you know what, I should probably read. One of the guys in our group was like, dude, you got to read this book. So I'm like, okay, let me go check it out. So I went to the library. I saw it there. I was like, thank God, I'm going to pick this up. So this is the first book I picked up. And I like this because it talks about his family. It talks about his upbringing. We don't give enough credit to who we are because who we grew up with. And you look at this guy's life, this guy that came from, this family and did these amazing things. You look at his dad, and his dad was the one who instilled in him a lot of the values, a lot of the foundation, the platform to become something great. And his dad was very social. He was known to be a good-hearted person. He would talk to people even though maybe it seemed irksome to others. People would shy away from talking to strangers. He would talk to them to try to bring out of them, that little bit of hope that was left in them. That's one thing I always try to do, man. I try, God, it is easy. It's very easy to lose this. But you stop talking to people. You find it too, inconvenient. You stop talking to your neighbor. You stop talking, letting someone get a word in. You stop making small talk. You think it's lame. No, small talk leads to great talk. You stop opening up to the world, and what happens? You become an oyster. You're not meant to be an oyster, dude. You're not meant to be closed off. You're not meant to be idle. I like that. His dad was all about that, like reaching out. I did a challenge in our group that is to just engage with other people. Look someone in the eyes. I had this little interaction the other day sitting by the coffee machine. I was picking up a coffee from the gas station. This older gentleman's right next to me, and I just strike up a quick conversation, like 15, 20 seconds. Looked him in the eye. There was these two kids at the library yesterday. Sir, do you mind if we have a word with you? I'm like, of course. What's up, young man? These dude, imagine being a freaking teenager and going up to a grown-ass dude. Be like, hey, can we talk to you about our Lord and Jesus, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? And I'm like, yeah, I'm all for it, So I sit down with them. It gets a little weird, man. They go to Revelation. I know my Bible. I know the Bible pretty damn well, but I don't know Revelations that well. But they start getting into it, and they're like, dude, essentially, you're going to hell if you don't keep Passover, if you don't have the seal of God on you. And I'm like, what is this seal, dude? I told them, I was like, guys, come on, speed it up. Let's go, get to the point. What are you getting at? Because he kept just quoting scripture. He's like, you need the seal. Like, what's the seal? He's like, the seal is when you take Passover on the second twilight of a full moon somewhere around March, something like that. If you guys know about this, let me know. But it started to get kind of weird, and it started to feel like a cult. All right, these two young guys on this little mission trip. One guy's on his phone. He's a zoomer with the broccoli hair. He's on his phone. He's not even paying attention. And his big friend, freaking giant of a boy, is telling me about Passover. I'm like, dude, you need to do less Passover. This guy was big. But he was like, if you don't do this, you're going to hell, pretty much. And I'm like, listen, man, you guys are beasts for doing this, for approaching me, and I respect you. But man, if you tell someone that doesn't know anything about this, they're going to be lost. I was like, just tell them about the gospel. Anyway, it was a good interaction. Nice young men. I hope that they have the ability to think and they don't fall into the thought form of their elders. They will hopefully think for themselves one day, come to different conclusions, and develop their own philosophy about life. So that's that. Onward. Next one. Members only. Secret societies, sex, and cults exposed. Looked interesting, looked fascinating. It's got everything in here, man. The Knights Templar. It's got freaking all these different clubs. The Hellfire Club? Never even heard about that. Next, we have the art, or the science of storytelling. This looked pretty good. Against the gods. This is the remarkable story of risk. I think that's the Sea of Galilee, right? The painting that got taken from that museum. I believe that's what that painting is. This stood out to me. And the last one, you may have heard of this. This is like something I heard. It's brutal. I heard it's brutal, man. The rape of Nanking, which is like the freaking Holocaust. Like, it says the forgotten Holocaust of World War II, where the Japanese freaking tortured all these Chinese people. I don't really know about that, but some people told me to read it. And I'm like, all right. So that's the books I'm going to be reading. What a nice day. What a freaking nice day it is. Sometimes you just gotta slow down. How nice is it to slow down, dude? You know, you think you're slowing down, but are you really slowing down? Are you really observing your life? It's easy not to. I was trying to, I want to go back to having like a good solid routine. Churchill, I was reading this article about how he would have a routine. He'd get up every morning and he would read, go for a walk, feed the ducks. Winston Churchill, man, he's freaking drinking whiskey throughout the day. Right? Going to meetings, smoking cigars. But he had a routine and he didn't like to deviate from that routine. There's a quote, I don't know if this is by, but it says, be ordinary and orderly in your life so that you can be vicious. Something like this. You can be, I think it's, what is that word? It's so you can be extraordinary in your work, in your art, whatever you do. Be ordinary in your daily routine so that the part of you that flows out can stand out, right? And I think that's very cool because nowadays there's so much junk. There's so much ways to speed up your life. You don't even know yourself. You don't even get any inspiration or creativity. You're just freaking moving all the time. And if you want to take your life seriously, then you gotta slow the hell down. Soren Kierkegaard, again, a quote I don't really know, but I came across, said that you don't take your life seriously if you're always busy. How the hell do we slow down time? By being aware of it. The feelings of power and being present is the key to happiness. I truly believe that. So we got to make memories. We got to be there for them. We can't just be doing a bunch of stuff, okay? That's a quick way to... It's a quick way to a bad place, you know? So... What else we got? I picked up some new supplements. Haven't taken supplements for a while. Haven't taken creatine for a while. Here's my supplements that I picked up. Well, first off, we got organic beetroot powder. Get a nice, nasty little pump. Creatine monohydrate. If you guys aren't on this, look into it. It's cheap. This is especially cheap. If you get it at like the store, it's like $40. Freaking 80 servings. What? Creatine used to be so cheap. What happened? What else we got? We got some magnesium glycinate. Help your body calm the hell down, man. Magnesium is important in the body. Help you relax, help you sleep better, help your everything function. And L-carnitine, which is supposed to help with energy production. I'm just testing this out. It was cheap. I've heard about it. We'll see. Might not keep taking it. One thing I will probably be on and off throughout the years is the creatine. I haven't taken this for about 5-6 months now. Instantly gives you a bit of a strength boost. You feel a little bit more full. You just feel strong. So I always like the creatine. I was in the store the other day shopping for some dress clothes. I have a wedding to attend. The lights in these stores, Walmart lights especially, make my eyes water. TJ Maxx, these stores, they burn my freaking retinas. I feel like I'm having an allergy attack every single time I go into one of these stores. These stores also, as I'm in the change room, like these freaking stores are blaring this music. Right? They're blaring this freaking music. You can't even think clearly. Your eyes are freaking watering. Your snot running down your nose. You're looking at, there's like these, everything's on sale. It's really not on sale. It's always fucking on sale. It's just that price. Can't even think, dude. It's a freaking trap. Stay out of these stores. Now we're having a hard time keeping this lit. It's got a poor draw. There's a lot of guys that, like, you just can't trust. There's, you know, we talk, this is what someone said in our group. There's female, like there's men that orbit women, like beta orbiters, right? You probably heard. There are male orbiters that will hang around you and they will betray you for a woman. This is why I say that you can never trust a guy that is obsessed with women. A lot of you guys have friends that are in your friend group that aren't really your friends, and they will backstab you. He also said, this is a guy Jackson in our group, very sagacious individual, said that these men are like hyenas. How hyenas will hang out with around a lion until the lion makes the kill and then try to steal that animal, that kill, from the freaking lion. And he'll just take his freaking meal. You know, what a greater insult to a man than when his friend freaking tries to go after a girl he's talking to. Holy shit, man. So if you're that dude, knock it off. And if you have friends like that, dude, you gotta like, they're not your friends. Let's just say that they're not your freaking friends. If there's so many women out there, this guy's really around you to try to take a girl that you're entertaining, that you're, you know, in that courting process, not your fucking friend. The audacity of some of these dudes to call themselves your friend, man. So be on the lookout, man. Snakes in the grass. Snakes in the freaking grass. You'll often see, like, when you bring a girl around there, they try to maybe belittle you a little bit. They try to put you down. They try to be like this, have the spotlight on them, entertain, become the jester. So just be aware of that, because I don't think about that much anymore, but it's something you need to be aware of. Just keep this in mind, dude. You can never trust a guy that is obsessed with women, which means you can't trust a guy that relies on the validation and the constant gratification of female attention. You have to be aware of that. And if you catch yourself being like that, you need to be careful, because that is no way to live. That is not righteous. It's not the healthy part of a male's psyche and how you see yourself to be validated by females, to how many bitches you can sleep with. Like that's just, it's not a good look. It's not a good for you. Speaking of guys, you know, imagine if we took away freaking swords. Or not swords. Imagine if we took away freaking guns. You know, freaking everyone running around here just freaking, you know, think about what the gun did, dude. You know, think about what the gun did. Now imagine you take that, dude, you gotta go back to swords. On guard, motherfucker. On guard. You know, the freaking gun, the gun is the most Sigma freaking piece of technology that came around. I got nothing against guns. Thank God we can have guns in this country. Amen. But dude, guns came around. That's Sigma. That's the Sigma male's weapon of choice, because a Sigma male could take a whole freaking army of samurai. Think about training your whole life. This reminds me of The Last Samurai. And you go to battle and you just get freaking blasted with a freaking musket ball. Just out your freaking... This freaking musket ball blasting through your nutsack. Supposedly that's where the son of a gun saying comes from. A musket ball through the ball sack. Freaking all that, you know, just that baby juice on there, just right into a woman's uterus, and she got pregnant. Son of a gun. I think they tested that on Mythbusters. But just imagine if you got rid of guns. If you got rid of guns, it would force all of these hullabaloo, all these hooligans running around. What's going on in Israel right now? It will force everyone to take a freaking break. Okay, now we could go up to atomics, and that is a completely different. Now you got the threat of a nuke, but imagine if you just started on the human, the individual level, take away the freaking gun and bring back the sword. On guard. Like Raphael in Soul Calibur. On guard, dude. You know, step up to me. You disrespect my wife. You disrespect my kids. You stole from me. Pull out your freaking sword and uphold your honor. Now let's see who's going to talk shit. Now let's see all this, this shit going. Who's going to rob and steal from you when all you got is a sword? No, the gun came around. God, dude, that is crazy to think about. Did the gun change the world? Well, the answer is yes. Because now you can have a complete loser with zero training just freaking popping heads. No honor, no respect. You used to have balls of steel, man, to go up to someone and to do them harm. Now we can do a harm without even seeing their eyeballs. Without being disgraced, without feeling the shame. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know down below. What do you guys think about that? That's very interesting to me. But I guess you have to combat all of the losers that do have a gun. You also have to have the same technology, right? Like, so you have to be able to defend yourself, obviously, against these people. But it just blows my mind to think about stuff like that. Like how different the world would be right now. Holy shit, there'd be a lot less shenanigans. There'd be a lot less freaking deaths. It would be a whole different code, dude. It'd be a whole different code of honor. The loser relies on the gun, right? The loser relied on the gun. Fuck. Which leads me to think that, I mean, how much do we rely on everything? Like this thing that allows us to disconnect from being a man. Well, a lot, obviously. And I'm not going, we don't need to return to an archaic time where we have horse wagon wheels and the steam engine, We don't have any cars. No, I'm not calling for that, but it's kind of crazy at how maybe most of us have learned and conditioned ourselves to be helpless. Like we've conditioned ourselves to be helpless. We don't have to cook. We can Uber Eats if you got the money. I mean, imagine Uber Eats. I've never ordered anything off Uber Eats. I can't imagine doing that. I mean, maybe I'm being a hypocrite because I have ordered pizza. That's very similar. But something about Uber Eats just seems very like, I can't trust you if you're Uber Eats. If you're like an Uber Eater, man, like something's off with you. Because that's just kind of crazy, man. So you kind of learn to be helpless. You learn you don't have to talk to people. You don't have to ever get into any confrontation. That's what I think is going on, dude. During COVID, there was this weird energy. Now, let's not contribute all to COVID, but sure, it did something. There's this weird energy that, like, you got so accustomed to being alone. Every day was like a little bit of that paint just slapped on. A little bit more of that spider web entangling you. And you forgot your balls. You forgot who you were. Now, that's definitely not COVID. I'm sick of people blaming it on COVID. That just revealed a bit deeper to us ourselves. So you get so accustomed, right? Learn helplessness. You learn to be helpless. You don't have to make the phone calls. You don't have to talk to anyone. You don't have to have awkward conversations, which leads you to be, it transfers to everything. Like, if you're talking to a girl, there's going to be awkward conversations on your first date. There's going to be tension. You want tension. Tension is natural. Sex alleviates tension. But, you know, you get so used to avoiding awkwardness and cringe, right? You're so used to that it almost terrifies you, dude. Like, when I was talking to these two young guys, I think I just told you this story. Maybe that was the video that I deleted before this, when I told that story. But I was talking to these two young guys at the library. They were telling me about Jesus, and how, like, I'm going to hell if I don't have the seal. I'm like, what the hell's the seal? What's the seal, dude? I'm like, get into it. And I feel a little nervous because, like, I don't buy it. I'm not buying what they're selling. And I also have my own beliefs. And I know the Bible pretty damn well. So I start to feel this. I'm like, once I settled into that energy, I felt pretty good. Now I can kind of, I can prod back a little bit. I can get into it with them. And part of me has been making an effort to get into it a little bit with other people. Not even with just, like, arguing. With just, like, having conversation. Because we freaking need it, dude. It's too easy to, I could go all day without talking to anyone. How easy is that? Right? So, like, you need it because you're human. And it keeps you sharp. And it keeps your mind healthy. Because you need other people that are going to push back a little bit. So anyway, about the seal, right? God, I hope I didn't tell this in the beginning of this video. I deleted the first take of this video. We were like 5 minutes in because just it wasn't coming together. But yeah, dude, the seal was like, I need to do Passover on the freaking twilight of the new moon once a year or something. And if I didn't do that, I'm going to hell. Like, wait a minute, So, dude, you got to be able to get into it. You got to be able to talk to people. You got to be able to. You can't be helpless. When there's something in your way, you have to be a man of action, not an idle individual. That is, oh, I can't cook. Oh, I can't pay this bill. Oh, I can't figure this shit out. Everything has a way out. If there's a will, there's a way out. There always is. So I think that's a good mindset to have. I'm going to be a man who figures shit out. Okay, you figure shit out by using your wits. You figure shit out by reaching out to other people, by collecting information. When you're a clam and you're closed off, you don't get anything new in, man. Right? And you can't run from awkwardness. You can't run from it. With girls, with different situations, with trying something, you just can't run from it. You got to embrace it. Be a little awkward. Be a little cringy. It's completely fine. The internet has scared everyone away from this. But, dude, you got to get comfortable with it, okay? Like, have some routine, too, in your life. Like, bring back a solid routine. You want to finish the books? Like, make dedicated reading time. You want to train? Make a training routine for yourself. Like, is it Monday? Is it Wednesday? Is it Friday? Like, when are you training, dude? When are you training? When are you going to be ready? Because if you just leave it to your willpower, it's not going to show up. It's going to be gone. You're going to fuck around. You're going to do something else. Right? So you got to bring that back. And, go from there. But I would tell you this. I started meal prepping. Me and the guys in the group started meal prepping. This is a game changer. I'm meal prepping today. I come back home. I finish mowing the yard. I just pull out my beef and rice. Boom. Put some hot sauce on it. Bada bing, bada boom. There's freaking a bunch of carbs and a bunch of protein. And I feel great. Right? There it is. Preparedness. Ready. I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. So easy. Oh, but I'm too lazy to meal prep. Oh, I don't know how to meal prep. Dude, you freaking boil rice or potatoes and you cook some extra beef. I mix beef and turkey. Where you can throw it together, and there you go. You got freaking 10 meals for the week ahead. Simple. All you got to do is just get in there and do it. So learn helpless. Stop teaching yourself to be helpless. Dude, I'm not even talking to you. I'm not even talking to you guys. Like, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just freaking talking. Right? Like, we got to be like this because we're men. This is the path of manliness, path of manhood. Also, before we get out of here, man, let me know what you guys want to talk about. If there's any topics you want to hear about, I'd love to, shoot the shit with you guys. Come join us in the group. Got a challenge on November 1st. And just keep it righteous, man. Keep it high thumos. Don't allow the prevailing mindset of fear into your head. There's always a way out. Anything's possible. You guys know this. Just keep fucking going. Enjoy your days. Right? Enjoy your days. What a lovely freaking day this is. You gotta learn how to enjoy your life. You should not always be filled with anxiety and stress. You gotta learn to relax. You gotta learn to be at peace with yourself. At peace with your lot in life. And from there you can go. From there you move. Just take some time to be still. To gather your wits. To plan. And formulate, actionable things you can do. Don't always look for help. That's a big thing. Don't always look for help. Don't always think that someone else has the answer to your unique situation. They don't. Not the books. Not some guy on YouTube. Not anything. Sometimes you just gotta go with action, with boldness. Gotta figure that shit out. And that's Thumos, baby. That's Thumos. Alright? So let's get it. Let's enjoy our life. Let's stay focused and keep at it. Alright? Talk to you guys soon. Peace.